You guys are probably like, what? Fake freckle? What is this girl talking about? Yes guys, so I'm gonna show you guys how you can fake freckle. Literally create your own fake freckles on your face. All you need is just your setting powder, preferably the Sacha Buttercup. The reason why is that this setting powder is flash friendly. You are going to need to pack that on, so you need something that when you take pictures is not going to be obvious that you have a lot of highlighter on, or a lot of setting powder on. And then you also need either a excuse me, and then you're going to need a eyeliner. I am using a black liner because I am a dark complexion, so if I use a brown you might not be able to see it, and that's why I need this powder to kind of tone down the black eyeliner. Now initially it's always a good idea to use a brown pencil or anything brown, so brown gel liner or a brown pencil is preferably the ideal way to go. But for me, I'm going to use a black eyeliner gel. This is the Ruby Kisses black liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to use that. So what you're going to do is you basically just take your liner. You're going to make dots on your face, different sizes, because we know that freckles literally form in different sizes. They're not all the same size, and so you're going to be very careful because you don't want like a mess. At first it's going to look very messy, so all I'm doing is just taking off any excess liquid from the tip of the liner, and then you're just going to take it. Now you're going to put it in the areas around your nose, going this way, because these are the areas that freckles are most likely to form. So right here, I like to do this when I have my makeup intact. I don't like to do this when I'm kind of in the process of doing my makeup. So when my makeup is done completely is when I basically go in and apply these freckles, as if I want freckles for the day. So you're gonna go ahead and just make little tiny dots like this.
You need to get done or come over. We just need to slow the motion. Don't give that away to no one. Long distance, I need you. When I see potential, I just gotta see it through. If you had a twin, I would still choose you. I don't wanna rush into it if it's too soon, but I know you need to get done if you come over. Sorry if I'm way less friendly. I got bitches trying to end me. Oh, I spilled all my emotions tonight. I'm sorry. Rolling.
So once you have created these little mini dots on your face, I know it look really messy. You're probably like, Geneva, what is that? But yeah, so once you've created all these little dots, as you can see, this is the reason why I'm using the black one, because I am a dark skin. A brown literally looks like my skin. You cannot see anything. So I'm just applying these little dots. I like to just put one or two around my chin, a little bit around my forehead area. You could really go into your forehead, but I don't want any on my forehead. I just want to concentrate on these areas, as most freckles tend to form around these areas. Now that we have finished this, I'm going to wait for it to dry before I move on to the next step. So I'm going to give it about 15 minutes to make sure that it's dry before I move on, because if I don't let this dry, it is going to smudge and it's going to give me a black cast around the face. So you want to make sure that it's completely dry. So I'm going to come back when it's completely dry and we're going to move on to the next step. So once that your little mini dots have dried, you want to go ahead and you want to go over that with a powder. I do prefer the Sacha Buttercup because it is flash friendly. So, and remember, my makeup is already done and I did set my concealer prior to this with a setting powder. So this is why I prefer this powder, because you can pack it on, but you can get away with it when you take a picture with a flash. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just go over that like this.
You see me, I feel you see me do me da. So me put in when you are the look at him hurt. Drive me, I desert him. No time to have you.
So I'm gonna sit down for about 10 minutes, let this soak into my skin. I'm gonna come back and then show you guys the next step.
Touch me in a righteous. Nobody touch me in a crisis.
Alright, so I basically let this sit for about 15 minutes, and as you can see, you're starting to see the little dots in between the powder. That means that it's been sitting for quite some time. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a large blending brush.
Something that you never seen, something that you never been. Whoa, and I act like nothing's wrong. Just get ready for see me up your
And once that is done, I like to go in with my Black Up setting powder in Deep. This is basically my complexion shade, and I'm gonna just dab that around the area with a brush, just like that. So I'm just gonna go over that basically, and this is just basically going to help it look like it's seeping through the skin.
No, never neglect you. I mean, who am I to hold your best against you? I just hope that this gets.
Then taking my MAC NW50 powder foundation, I'm gonna just dab that over and then just pat that on top of it as well. So all I'm doing is just basically adding powder so that it looks like it's seeping through the skin, so it's not that obvious that I use a black liner. So as you can see, it's kind of disappearing, so it kind of is getting lighter and lighter as I apply powder. I'm gonna add a little bit of a blush.
When I see potential, I just gotta see it through. If you had a twin, I would still choose you. I don't wanna rush into it if it's too soon, but I know you need to get done.
So I'm just gonna go over that with the highlight. So basically it's just as if I'm doing my makeup. So now I'm pretending that it's part of my skin and I'm just applying my products over. Basically. And basically this is how I achieve fake freckles.
You see me up your you see me do me da da